I started college at UCLA. When I graduated high school, that's where I was recruited to, and I went to UCLA first season. And then I transferred to the University of Miami down in Coral Gables after my freshman year. And it was great because we were 30th ranked team in the country when I started, and then by the time we were done, I was graduating, we were top 10 in the country. So, and they think they've been top 10 in the country ever since, and they've gotten to the finals of NCAA's the year after I graduated. So I really felt like I was able to kind of build the program and help play a big role in getting the program to national recognition. And then after I graduated, I went and played a year on the professional tour, the Sony X and WTA tour. I got to play in the US Open, and I traveled pretty extensively across the country and a little abroad. And then I decided to retire to go back to get my master's in St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, I think that when you're an athlete, it never leaves you. It's always a major part of you. And so when I was doing television, I really enjoyed it, but I kind of felt like there was something missing. And then when I went to Miami and I was one of their assistant coaches, it really felt like it fit, and I felt like I really belonged there. And then, the opportunity to come to Princeton presented itself, and it just seemed like a great fit because it's a very competitive team. They're always, top in the Ivy League, and they're also really focused on education, which going back to get my master's is really important, and school is always really important to me and my family growing up. So it just seemed like it was the place that I wanted to be because I get to be around competitive athletes, and I get to, be on the court and, get to wear sweats to work every day still. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to be here and to really, get my coaching career started. I think that the busier you are, the easier it is to get things done, if that makes sense. So when you know that you only have a few hours to get, schoolwork done or to get projects done before you have to go to practice, that it's easier to be efficient. So I think that was great because it's helped me all the way through, even when I wasn't playing sports and I was working. And so I think that just that experience of being a good student in school and focusing on being a student athlete and not just an athlete will definitely help me relating to the girls here at Princeton. And it's, like I said, it's really important for me that the girls get the best out of their education because this is one of the best schools in the world. So I really am going to make sure that I encourage them to always keep their education first. Well, luckily, since I've been playing tennis for so long, and I've been part of the USTA, and I've gotten to travel internationally with different coaches. I've had a lot of experience with some really great coaches. I think probably the head coach at University of Miami, Paige Yoroshuk-Tuz, probably had the most effect on me only because I was with her from high school all the way through college. So I think that a lot of my coaching philosophy comes from what I learned from her, and I definitely think that she got the best out of me as a player. The USTA was also really helpful in really getting me going when I was a kid. I got to work with some of their top junior coaches there, and Stella Sampras, I guess Stella Sampras Weber now, she's known by, but she was also great in helping me, in college, because when you're a freshman in college, you have a lot, that is kind of scary about the process, and so she definitely was there to kind of help me make that transition a little. I just want to make sure that the team is competitive, that they're always going out there and trying as hard as they can. It's not, it would be great, obviously our goal would be to win the Ivy League championships again this year, repeat from last year. But I want to make sure that Princeton tennis is known for how hard they work and how hard they compete, and what great, well-rounded student athletes they are. I want to make sure that when the girls leave, that they are as ready to take on the world as any other student at Princeton or any other student coming out of college at the same time as them. And I also like to have fun. I love being on the tennis court, and I want to try to translate that love for the game to the girls. Hopefully, from what it seems like, they all share that love of the game as well, so that doesn't seem like that'll be that difficult. But I want to just make sure that we're running an ethical program, and that it's something that I can be proud to say that I'm in charge of, because I know that in college sports, especially when you're at a university like Princeton, that your actions are directly reflected on the university as a whole and on the athletic department. So I want to make sure that we're just, sportsmanship and, all those things that really indicate a great program. That's what I want to bring to Princeton.